magical friends, and welcome back. Today join me for a magical tour where I take you on a tour of the magical forest surrounding my home, the very place where I meet with the fairies, the forest spirits, and the goddess protector of the forest, Artemis. It's where I write my stories and make my fairy dreams come true. So sit back, relax, and step into the magical forest with me. The wild roses are now in bloom. So beautiful. This is one of my favorites. And loads of pink clover, which I also love. It's really good for, it's apparently really good for fixing nitrogen into the soil, so that can be helpful. And I've got these gorgeous yellow irises. Welcome to a very special video today. It's come over me recently that I've shown you so many little places within the forest, yet there is one more thing I need to do, and that is to give you the grand tour. The magical forest is so special to me for so many different reasons. The nature within is so diverse. Within a few meters, your whole surroundings can change. Over the years, I have learned this forest's story, and the time has come for me to pass this story on to you, my dear magical friends. So let me take you on a lovely, relaxing tour of the magical forest. Let me first tell you about who resides in this forest. They are my friends. They're the beautiful trees, the flowers, the insects, the wild animals. The majority of the trees here are in full bloom at the moment, in their fullest beauty. The gamble oak leaves sway in the wind. Their waxy green leaves shiver in the breeze, beautifully highlighted by the sun. The gamble oaks show their quirky traits, and I often identify a tree by what's decomposing beneath the huge leaves. The pine needles and pine cones are from the mighty ponderosa and spruce trees. However, one specific evergreen tree towers over this whole forest. In some places, the forest is so dense with fir trees, and it's such a magnificent sight. They are indeed the protectors of the forest and everything that lies beneath their canopy. Let me take you for a walk down Wide Wonder Way. It is down this path where huge firs tower before you, and you are blessed to see what lies beneath them. And there are so many stories to be told here. All you have to do is look left and then right, and you will see, just like little windows into a different world. There are so many paths that lie off Wide Wonder Way. One path that looks pleasantly beautiful in summer is named the Ethereal Enclave. trees are often gorgeously lit up by the sun, whose presence will always grace overhead. Here, however, as a dramatic contrast to this, there is an ancient place deep within the other side of the forest. Here lies the Great Ones. Now let's journey back to Wide Wonder Way, past the gossamer greenbrier, to a little place with a huge heart, the serene sylvan glade. Here beneath the firs lies tons and tons of moss on the roots, the tree stumps, and a very curious shape of it in the middle of the green here gives it such a burst of life and energy, which is very healing in the summer months. One thing I love about summer is that when the ferns and shrubbery expand, new portals can be found within, and because of this, I have found a secret path south of Serene Sylvan Glade, in which I named the Bear Paw Trail. Here you will witness the evidence of bears. Down there is the creek trail, and there's a reason why this creek is called Bear Paw Creek, and I'm going to show you. This is the real deal, believe it or not. This is just another part of nature. Yep, it's the real deal. That's why we call it Bear Paw Creek. Heading down toward the water, you'll see all the moss and be truly healed with its evergreen growth during the summer months. I've often wondered why it was so mossy here and why this sheer amount grew. However, on my last journey, the mystery was solved. I heard a trickling noise in the background, in which I followed and was delighted to be greeted by a little stream that flowed quite precariously. It was so beautiful and tranquil. This stream seems to be the primary source of the moss and helps it to grow and survive here. I was a little shocked, though, as I thought there was but one stream that graced this forest, and that is called the Moonbeam Stream, which lies east of my cottage in the forest. It is a little winding stream with roots trailing either side. In summer, the sound of its water continues to give the forest life as the trees grow on either side. Walking alongside is such a sacred experience, as you'll be greeted by many characters. This place I named the portal into the magic forest, and further up the stream, just where the water enters the forest, lies a very quirky character in which you may have seen before. A fairy portal. This tree's essence and beauty shines through from inside and out, and this essence transports me into another place. Its riches within bears witness to its struggle through life, and it has lived to tell its tale in the most enchanting way. But this is not the only portal in the forest. In fact, let's journey to a place further up Wide Wonder Way, named the Secret Daisy Dell, where the fir trees touch the gamble oaks. Here you can see a rather ambient place in which you cannot access from this main road. Instead, you have to travel through the forest and will pass not one portal but two. And through these portals, you will find the glimmering butterfly bower. The glimmering butterfly bower is otherworldly, and you truly feel as if you walked into another dimension. It bears little mossy pools inside in which it can imagine a swamp fairy living. The floor is cushioned by the needles of the fir trees, and there is a huge clothing of moss here. The combination of the dense firs, moss, and water give this place a serene feel. If you arrive here late in the afternoon, you will be graced by huge beams of light that shine through the dense firs. The sun then turns this mysterious place into a sacred place. The last place I will take you today is the most sacred place of all. Into the heart of the forest. And to travel here, you need to travel back to the secret daisy dell, to a little path west. Travel here late in the afternoon, and you will be led by the sun as you go up this trail. Well, I am back from my summer evening walk, and I just wanted to say thank you again for joining me today on this tour. And I also wanted to say that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you more about my life here in this enchanted cottage surrounded by this magical forest. And soon I will also be giving you a tour of my metaphysical bookshop called The Magical Arts. So I just want to say I hope you have a blessed day and that you're surrounded by magic and enchantment. All my love to you.